with conciliatory sentiments to the AX35, or whatever it was in the end renamed, Infiniti has been without an appropriate, focused passage in the minimized extravagance SUV fragment. You know, the portion that is becoming speedier in deals and sections than some other? To state the 2019 Infiniti QX50 is hotly anticipated would in this way be putting it mildly. At first look and drive, the new QX50 would in fact appear to be fiercely more aggressive than its antecedent, which on second thought, was inevitably called the QX52. This one depends on an all-new front-wheel drive stage, and in spite of the fact that it does not have the inborn verve of the old, raised drive and 370Z-based one, the subsequent increment in lodge space ought to be an appreciated trade-off. Indeed, as you'll see beneath, the QX50 has gone from one of the littlest minimized SUVs to the most open. How can it stack up from every other perspective? Say, against the fragments for top-of-the-line sections a year ago, the 2018 Lexus NX 300, 2018 Acura RDX, 2018 Audi Q5 and 2018 BMW X3. On paper at any rate, extremely well, things being what they are. How about we go to the spreadsheet? Looking at motors, drivetrains and transmissions. Except for the Acura, the majority of the contenders accompany 2.0-liter turbocharged four-barrel motors. As should be obvious, the Infiniti is the heavyweight among the four bangers, gloating the most pull and torque. The Acura V6 nips it by 11 horsepower, however the QX50 is as yet the general torque champ. Furthermore, as we reported in the QX50 first drive, the Infiniti's new VC turbo motor is additionally the most mechanically progressed. The Lexus is the weakling of the gathering and is additionally the second heaviest, which isn't precisely the perfect situation. The Infiniti is the just a single in the gathering to include a consistently factor transmission. That is not going to produce much adulation around here. The BMW finished the rigging tally with 8, while the Audi is the main section with a double-grip computerized manual. The Acura and Lexus have just 6 apparatuses, yet their great transmissions and dislike their efficiency is off the pace. The Audi and BMW come standard with all-wheel drive, while the others offer a decision of front or all-wheel drive. Looking at freight and inside space. The new front-wheel drive stage is paying profits inside for the 2019 QX50, as it now brags the most greatest freight space at 65.1 cubic feet. That is not considerably more than the RDX, Q5 and X3 that are inside 2.33D shapes of each other, however it's absolutely superior to the NX, one of the littlest in the section. The QX50 is additionally the champ with the back seat setup, while the Lexus and its roofline is scarcely superior to a fair-size vehicle. Raised situate room likewise goes to the Infiniti, in spite of the fact that the past pioneer, the RDX, isn't too a long ways behind. By and by, the Lexus is at the base, while the Germans hold the center ground. Truly, in case you're searching for the most family-accommodating smaller extravagance SUV, the QX50 and RDX are quite great spots to begin your inquiry. Contrasting mileage and valuing. Indeed, the Infiniti has favorable position here in spite of likewise having the most power. It's not an immense preferred standpoint, but rather just it beat the 30 mpg limit on the roadway. When you consider the EPA's consolidated mileage figure, the Audi and BMW are indistinguishable at 25 mpg, the NX 300 is next at 24 mpg and the Acura grabs the back at 22 mpg, the drawback of that V6. To be reasonable, there's likewise a NX 300 hours half-breed accessible that gets 31 mpg joined. With respect to estimating, the Lexus wins one here by having the most reduced base cost, yet the Acura and Infiniti give more standard gear, also more space and power. The majority of the Japanese brands, be that as it may, offer greater hardware for your cash. That is not by any means news, however, as esteem has for quite some time been a key reason those brands are picked rather than the seemingly more elegant Germans.